channel. Today we're doing issue 102 of the Skyline. A lot of the days going to be sort of working on this bit and doing a lot of wire tidying before, and then later getting it together and then doing a wiring test. There is something I'm going to be doing slightly different because I read something about when the whole lot goes down, some of the indicator wires jam the body from going down properly, so I'll show you when I get to that. So I hope people enjoy watching this. If they are, please don't forget, give us a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please leave a comment. Little question for you, just tell us how yous are doing with this car, and if yous are ahead of me, any tips on getting this when I come to getting the body part down. And so thank you. So we'll now go ahead and do this. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, I'll go quick through the magazine. And stage 102, wire fastening light test. So there's the ports. I think we'll be putting them to one side. So basically, we're going to be stripping some ports off the dashboard. So we're going to be stripping this off. Must be some trouble with it. Not this one, the top one. Must be some trouble with it, so stripping that off. One of my dials is falling off, but it's in the box, so I'll have to find that. So we're going to be stripping that off and putting some new ports on, which are in the ports. Getting the seats and all that down, wiring it in. Then it's a lot of wire tidies. So tidying the wires up. Now this is the bit, because seeing when you're putting the wires over here, I'll bring the camera down a bit, and it goes to putting the chassis down, it leaves a gap, so somebody's shown another way. So you leave this off till you do 100 till you put the whole body work. 103 till you get the whole lot down. Excuse the cuckoo. Because you're going to run the wires. I'll bring this over. Up a bit with that. You're going to run the wires along here, and then down, and then into the thing. So I'm going to have a look, go and see what that looks like. So that's somebody come up on Facebook and suggested. So I'll probably, as I say, I may push the bulbs through to see how far to get, so I know I can get the bulbs in and work out how it'll go. So then it's a case of literally strapping everything down, putting that on the top ready, wiring all the stuff into there, putting the batteries in and running a battery test, then fixing that bit down, the seats and all that down, and then putting the steering wheel in, and that's what we'll be left with, but without the front bit on. So let's see how this goes. So catching wires already. So there's the parts. We'll get them open and we'll crack on. Okay, first of all, it's going to be stripping this down by taking this off. So screw there, taking that out, disconnecting that bit and putting that bit back on, and then putting it back together. So I'll get this stripped off and show you what I'm going to do next. Right, I'm going to strip this off next. Then I'm going to take this bit off and then put this bit on and put it all back together. So that does feel stuck, so we'll get this stripped off. So I'm going to take, okay, so that's the old one taken off, so I'm going to discard that. And I'm now going to put this one on. This one goes on here. I see it screws. So I'll get this put together and I'll be back in a tick. There's that in. Or something like that. I don't think it made any difference to me. But let's see. So done that. See it there? Still pops up. So I think the next part is, yeah, don't know, knock down over that. Next part, I'm going to bring this down. We've got this. And this is going to fit on there. Like so. So we're going to fit that on there like so, and then we're going to reroute all these wires. So what do I need? Two CP screws. I'll find these two CP screws, get them in, show you that fixed. Okay, so there's that one. Alright, it's now we'll sort out all these wires. So bits of tape them down at places. So it's now a wiring exercise. So that's a steering slot. See where all these wires go. As you can see, there are lots of them. There's a switch. So get these sorted first. That's what I'm going to be doing now, so I'll get my tape and I'll start sorting it out, and I'll be to show you when it's done. As you can see, I've done a lot of taping up, so all the wires are running out the back here. best as I can. I just hope it all fits onto the body. So I think the next step is I've got to bring the body down, see if it fits on, and do some connecting. So I know it does tell us about that front bit, but as I said before, I'm not doing that yet. So we'll see how it goes. I need to see what gap I've got in between here for running them indicator wires through. Hopefully they'll just scrape along the bottom. That's what I'm going to check. So I'll be back in a tick and see what we can do next. Okay, that's it fit down, but I'm going to have to lift again, because where I'm planning on putting this in the middle here, I've got a couple of wires that are not going to fit. So I've got some extensions. So there's 4 wires down there, really tight. I'm going to put more extensions. So I'll show you what I've got. Where have I put them? I've got these, so that'll extend them to fit into that. So I just hope I've got enough. Some big and some small ones. So right, that's what I'm going to have to do. Lift the back, fit the wires that are not fitting into the exit, put in, and put the back on again. So right, be back soon. Okay. I'm going to spaghetti junction behind here, but that's not fixed on, but it's sitting where it should be, looking okay. I've now got to carry on some of these wires out. So I've got some more to connect up to that connector, then I've got to put them all into that connector. So I had to make some extensions with these. So just got to now get them into the right places. So right, back to wire sorting. I'll get back to you soon. Right. Oh, lit up. Dashboard lit up. Soft lights on. I can't show you the front headlights, but the front headlights are on. The only lights off I've got, there's a blue light on the front, blue light on the back's working, but the blue light on the front isn't working, so I'm going to have to trace that wire. I can't do the hazards, I can't do them, but and so that's looking okay for now. I've just got to sort out which wire goes to that front one. It might be one of the extensions that it's not clicked in properly. So I have to look through the magazine to see what number it is, because that's the only one that isn't on. Everything else is turned on. Right, okay, right. as I say, I haven't put the front end on. As I say, I was skipping out this bit because I've skipped out this bit because I'm going to run the indicators, as I told you before, in the body up around, then they'll come under, and there's plenty of room under there to tuck the wire through, bring it round. You should be to get it run down back of there, then into the circuit board. So right, well, it does tell us to screw this down, and I've got a steering wheel to put on. So, but because I've got that wire I need to sort out, I'm not going to do that today. What I'll do that when I start the next issue, we'll screw this down, put the steering wheel on. Hopefully I've traced that wire to fix that wire. So I'll say thank you for watching, and that's been on working on this for a few hours, so we'll catch you next time. So bye for now.